So for class 10, I'm starting with trigonometry. And as you know, trigonometry deals with right angle triangle. There is a right angle triangle, and there are some T ratios you have to remember. And these T ratios are sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. These are the direct ratios. And there are three inverse ratios like cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. Now, ratios means ratio of two sides. I'm showing you. Now look, this is a right angle triangle. Trigonometry deals with right angle triangle. That is the first thing we can say. Right angled triangle. Something like this. So trigonometry always deals with a right angle triangle. So as it is a right angle triangle, there will be a 90-degree angle, and the other two angles are acute angle. Now I'm giving a name theta to this particular angle. This A, C, B. I'm giving a name theta, Greek letters theta. Now, the most important thing is that there will be three sides, like opposite side, adjacent side, and the hypotenuse. Now, how we are going to name it? Always remember the opposite sides of the angle, which is named as theta, is going to be, this is the opposite side. That is, AB is the opposite side. BC is the adjacent side, and AC is the hypotenuse. Always opposite, adjacent depends upon this angle theta. If you take this angle as theta, then the opposite will be this line BC, and in that case AB will be the adjacent side, and hypotenuse is always opposite to 90 degree, the largest side of the triangle. Now, T ratios. Our aim is T ratios, trigonometrical ratios. That is our aim. Now, there are three direct relation and three inverse relation. The first one is sine theta. Now, this is always opposite to hypotenuse. So you can remember this by SAW, something like this, SOH. What is sine theta? Is S means sine theta, and this is opposite to hypotenuse. Then again, coming to cos theta, this another T ratio is adjacent to hypotenuse. So you can remember this by C for cos, adjacent to hypotenuse. So this is SOH, this is CAH, so ka, and this is tan theta, which is opposite to adjacent. So you can remember this as TOA. so, ka, to, you can say. So sine theta is nothing but the ratio of these two sides. Cos theta, ratio of this to this. And tan theta is opposite to adjacent. So in this way, you can remember this sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. Now, what are the reciprocal ratios? These are direct ratios and these are reciprocal ratios. Now, what are reciprocal ratios? These are just reverse to sine theta. Cosec theta is reverse to sine theta. Therefore, this is going to be hypotenuse to opposite. This is the sec theta, reverse to reciprocal to cos theta. So it's going to be hypotenuse to adjacent. And this is cot theta, the reciprocal of tan theta. So it's going to be just adjacent to opposite. Now, most important thing is which one is the opposite. Opposite is always opposite to the angle, and adjacent is this adjacent side to this angle. So you have to remember all these 6 ratios firstly. Now we are coming with an example. Now see, this is a right angle triangle ABC, and this is the angle 90 degree to make it a right angle triangle. Now there is an acute angle theta. Now this theta is the angle whose opposite side is taken as 3 and the adjacent side is taken as 4. Now you can calculate any side of this right angle triangle by just applying the Pythagorean theorem. Now the theorem is hypotenuse square, that is the square of the largest side, must be equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, that is perpendicular and the base, that is opposite and the adjacent. So I have written here hypotenuse square. I have taken this as hypotenuse, and since it is the angle, so opposite is perpendicular, we can say, and that adjacent side is the base side. Base. So perpendicular is 3, base is 4, and hypotenuse is unknown. So if you know two sides of a triangle, you can calculate the third one. Now here it is, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So I have written perpendicular as 3 square plus 4 square, base square is 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, so it makes 25. So the hypotenuse is 5, root over 25, that is 5. So this hypotenuse become 5. Now, knowing all the 3 sides, you can calculate any t ratios. My aim is to calculate the t ratios. Now we can calculate any 2 t ratios just knowing the 3 sides. So you will be given 2 sides and you have to find the third side using Pythagorean theorem, and then you can just calculate the t ratios, because we know that sine theta is opposite to hypotenuse. Here it is written perpendicular to hypotenuse. So opposite is 3 and the hypotenuse is 5. So the ratio sine theta is 3/5. Similarly, the ratio cos theta is 4/5, because cos theta is adjacent to hypotenuse. Now, what is the adjacent side? This is the adjacent side, which is also called base. So 4/5. and the tan theta is perpendicular to base, and that is opposite to adjacent. So 3 to 4. So the values of sine theta, cos theta, tan theta can be calculated if you know all the three sides of the triangle. Now, what are the reciprocals? Reciprocal of sine theta is cosec theta, which is nothing but 5 by 3. Just make it reciprocal of sine theta. Sec theta is 5 by 4, and the value of the cot theta is 4 by 3. So we are just reciprocate these all three to get this cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. Now look, one t ratio will be given to you. This is my first type of problem. This is type 1, you can say. And here one t ratio will be given to you, and you have to find all the other t ratios. Here the problem is cos theta is equal to 12 by 13, and you have to find tan theta and cosec theta. Actually, you can find any t ratio from this given information. Now I'm showing you how you can find all the other t ratios. Now this cos theta is defined as base to hypotenuse. This is the base because we are taking this as theta angle. So this is the adjacent angle. So this is the base angle. And just opposite to this angle, this opposite side is called perpendicular. And therefore, AB is the perpendicular, BC is the base, and AC is the hypotenuse. Now, cos theta is base by hypotenuse. So what is base? 12. And what is hypotenuse? 13. Now you cannot take it absolute value. You have to take it 12k, where k is not equal to 0. So we are taking this base as 12k and the hypotenuse as 13k. So base is 12k, hypotenuse is 13k. Now this is the information given by this cos theta. So when you know a t ratio, you can just draw this triangle and you can say what are the base and what is the hypotenuse and what may be the perpendicular. So you can know these two sides. So you can find the third side very easily by applying that Pythagorean theorem. The hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Now, as we know in this problem, perpendicular is unknown to me. So we are making perpendicular square as the subject. Now what is going to be the perpendicular square then? You are going to calculate this perpendicular square, and therefore you are removing this base square. So the sign of base square will change. Now hypotenuse square is the largest side, therefore it should be firstly, and base square is minus. So you can calculate the perpendicular square. Now what is hypotenuse? 13k whole square minus what is base? 12k whole square. So this is 169k square, this is 144k square, making 25k square, and the perpendicular becomes 5k. Root over of 25k square will give you the 5k. So this is going to be 5k. So now you know all the three sides, 13k, 12k, and 5k. So you can calculate any t ratio. Just as for example, we are taking, we have to find tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular to base. Tan theta is perpendicular to base. Now what is perpendicular? The perpendicular is 5k. Perpendicular is always the opposite side of the angle. So it is not fixed. If you take this angle as theta, then this would have been the perpendicular. The opposite side is always related as perpendicular, and adjacent side is always related as base. So perpendicular to base. So perpendicular is 5k and the base is 12k. So kk cut, since k is not equal to 0. So the answer is 5 by 12. So now you know the tangent of that angle theta. Similarly, what is the definition of cosec theta? This is hypotenuse to perpendicular. So you can calculate This also hypotenuse is 13K and the perpendicular is 5K, and the result is 13 by 5. So you can calculate any t ratios. So if you want to know cot theta, this is going to be the reciprocal of tan theta. If you want to know sine theta, this is the reciprocal of cosec theta. So you have to understand the direct t ratios, sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, and then you have to understand the reciprocals like cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. So if you know one of these the t ratio, you can calculate all the other t ratios very easily.